No, this would really be like so unreal. Like if we could actually pull this off, I would have no choice, of course, no choice but to make this car accessible to my subscribers if they were able to help me pull this off. Like seriously. What's going on, ride lovers? We back on another episode, and once again, I'm taking y'all into my computer, and we're back on the Ford.com website. And if you can see what we have in front of us here, this is going to be a Ford GT video. Uh, I figure I should do one of these videos on this car in particular because I just realized recently, maybe about a month and a half ago actually. So I've been thinking about doing this video for a little bit. So here we go. But I realized that they have a configurator on the website for the Ford GT. Now I'm not sure how long this has been available, but I came across it, like I say, maybe about a month and a half ago. So we're gonna take a look at what a Ford GT for the Love of Rides YouTube channel would look like if we had if I had that half a mil to spend. So let's see. Before we get into those details, I do actually want to put this out there because of the buying process. I was actually curious to see once I saw this, did they kind of open up the process for buying a Ford GT? But from what I've looked at and researched, no, it's still an application process. And one of the things that I was reading, I saw a couple things. Edmunds.com had this article, which I think this was published back in February of this year. And then I saw another one here. It's rules for owning a Ford GT, and that talks about some different things. Uh, this is from June of last year, 2019. But yeah, it has some interesting stuff in it. Talked about John Cena and how he got sued by Ford because he sold his Ford GT before the 2 year period, which was one of the rules. You have to own it for 2 years before you can sell it. Another thing is talking about how they want you to drive the car, so that would be no problem for us here on YouTube, on the For the Love of Rides YouTube channel, because I drive cars. Y'all know the '08 Mustang, that's 197, has 278, almost 280,000 miles on it, and I've had the car 12 years. I bought it brand new in '08, so I average about 23,000 miles a year on that car. So I drive a car if I get it, so that would be no problem here. The thing that would probably get in our way, that this article says is probably going to be uh, your biggest, I guess you would say, um, boost, or boosting your chances of your application being accepted, would be a social media following. So of course, we right now, shout out, I just did hit 156 subscribers, so shout out to the latest subscriber, appreciate you. But we want to put it out there. Let's see if we can get an experiment here, see if how many people can share this video and subscribe, see if we can get this thing to go viral, and maybe we could get ourselves into serious contention for a GT if we were to apply for one. Now, if y'all remember back when this car was first introduced back in 2016, when they were preparing to, start production on this car for the 50th anniversary of what the original GT40 did back in Le Mans in 1966, winning the race and going 1, 2, 3 in the race actually. They originally planned to do 1,000 of these cars over the production run here, which I believe the production run, I might be wrong about this, but the production run I believe was set to be from 2016, or I think there were 2017 model years actually, but up until 2022, somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But they were set to do 1,000 cars. Now, at some point, I believe last year, leading up to the 2020 model year, they decided to add another 350 cars to that number. So an increase in 35%, but 1,350 cars is still a very limited production run. So of course, demand is high, and they have the application process. And of course, if I hit the Mega Million tomorrow, uh, that having that money in the bank is not enough to get me that car, because they have other criteria. You can't just spend the money on it and you get it automatically. You know, have you owned a prior Ford GT, like a '05, '06 model? That would probably help your chances. What other Ford vehicles do you own? And like I said earlier, they want you to drive the car. But yeah, I'm just putting that out there. So if y'all want to see a, Ford GT on the For the Love of Rides YouTube channel, y'all help me boost my following. Share these videos, subscribe. You know, LSCS, like, subscribe, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I done almost messed up my own, you know, my own thing there. But yeah, let's get into it here. Now, this is the race car. This is purpose built. Now, this is not what we gonna really be doing on the configurator, because there's no configuring this. This is just, you buy it. This is how it looks. This is 1.2 million here. This is basically a purpose track car. It's not even street legal. I wonder if it even comes with a VIN. That I don't know. But it reminds me, it would be like you buying a Cobra Jet Mustang. You know, that's a purpose built drag car. They don't come with VINs. You're buying that because you just want to race it on the drag strip. So this would be like something for, like, if you owned a race team, you would probably buy this car. And this is going to be 45 of these made. Now, I wonder if that's going to be in the uh, within the 1,350 that they're making, or are they going to do this as an additional 45 cars? But yeah, that's nice looking right there. Well, yeah, let's scroll down to the bottom of this. You see, here we go. See that? 1.2 million MSRP. Due to the overwhelming demand, Multimatic will no longer be accepting sales inquiries. So who knows if you can even buy this car now, if they've already allocated these to whoever is going to get them. But yeah, let's move on to what we would be specking. Again, if I had the $500,000 that I could spend and I was able to get an application that would be accepted for this car. You know, a man can dream, can he? Okay, I thought I just hit configure. Alright, so here's how it starts off. You got these different views. And we start off with exterior color. Now, for this car, if y'all know me, y'all know my color combination that I like is red and black. That's matte. That looks good. Of course, y'all know I like the Ingo silver too. Liquid gray is nice. Do look at liquid gray and like a blue stripe. That looks nice, right? Look at that. And hold on, let's go to brake calipers. Let's see what that looks like with the blue brake calipers. Oh yeah, that's nice right there. Oh yes. But y'all know me, that wouldn't really be my spec. That's a good looking spec though. That's a good looking color combination. So y'all know how I would go. If y'all know me, y'all know I'm gonna pick either red or black. And y'all see I'm picking black here. So then that tells you I'm going red stripe. Come on now. There we go. Red stripe. Now, here's the thing. See, I'm not really into the carbon fiber like a lot of people are. I think I might be in the minority on that because I know a lot of people love a carbon fiber look. To me, just having the plain or having the gloss finish. Now, it doesn't look bad. I'm not saying it looks bad or anything like that. You got matte carbon, and then you have gloss carbon. And again, I'm not saying it looks bad. I like carbon fiber in some instances when it like where it's very tastefully accented with the rest of the vehicle, whether it be exterior or interior. I probably like it better on the interior. But to me, the car just looks cleaner when you go with the body color finish like that. Let's compare that. Like I say, it doesn't look bad, but to me, it just looks cleaner when you go body color. Let's look at it from this angle. Yeah, it's good looking and everything. But yeah, I would choose body color on those sections of the car. Now let's go. Let's look at wheels. Now, looking at the wheels, I would go for the gloss black with the matching black lug nuts. Now they have, of course, you can select the carbon fiber, of course. But to me, the carbon fiber wheels just don't look as nice. I know they are better for racing, less rolling mass, less weight. So that's going to make the car faster. But to me, they just don't look as good. Let's see, that's gloss. And then, let's see, they have gloss finish with titanium lug nuts. So yeah, you even get to select your lug nut color, of course. Let's go ahead and fix this brake caliper color because, of course, I'm going to match the brake caliper color with the stripe. So we're going to make that red. But yeah, to me, this carbon fiber wheel, I just like I like the aluminum wheel better. Just to me, I don't know. It just looks better to me. Let's see, you got the gloss black with the titanium lug nuts. Yeah, I would stick with the black lug nuts too. Just keep it all blacked out there. So this is basically what we're looking at exterior wise. Now this configurator is not a lot of detail. It doesn't break down prices or anything like that. We know it's 500,000 base price, and then of course other features are going to add to that price. But again, this configurator doesn't really break that down. Now, again, not a lot of choices for the interior. Now, so that of course I'm kind of limited based on my exterior choices as to what type of interiors. Now this would look really good. This interior here, that with that orange, they call it launch control. If I was selecting like a orange racing stripe, and then they have light speed, so that's kind of like a blue accent there. That looks good too. This would definitely be the one to go with if I did the let's see, let's go back to liquid gray with the blue stripe. That would be perfect. liquid gray with the blue stripe and the blue caliper. There you go. That's perfect. That would be a perfect match. Look at that. But since again that's not my color choice, so I would have to choose a different interior. And again, they don't really have an interior that really matches my color choice, so you kind of have to just keep it plain black. They do have this white accented one. They call it re-entry. Now, just to have a little diversity in my colors, I might pick this white interior. Doesn't really go with the black and red, but if you are gonna pick another color to kind of put together with that, I guess that would be just, just for the sake of not just being plain with the dark energy. That really does, of course, go best with that. But you know, you might be able to pull it off. It doesn't really go together, I don't think, but I might would just select it just to have something different. And then, of course, that light color, that white, might get dirty easy. But let's just pick it either way. Who cares? Alright, so then, it doesn't look that bad, right? I mean, it's really hard for anything to look bad on this car, to be quite honest. And then, see, once you do that, then you got these series selections. Competition series, 67 Heritage, 66 Heritage, Shadow Black, and Matte Black. But yeah, there's not a lot to it here. This is basically it. Again, they don't break it down by price, or at least on this configurator. You would basically, I was reading something that says you don't really find out what the total price is until if your application is accepted, until the car is about to be built from the spec that you choose. But yeah, this is really dope. Yeah, let's get a wider view there. Look how menacing this is. Now, these cars, because a lot of them have been allocated already, of course. So even if an application was to be accepted right now for one of these additional 350 cars that they're gonna make, this car is probably not gonna be built until sometime 2022. So it's gonna be another couple years. So again, I was actually thinking, what if, like I say, a man can dream. What if this channel got to the point through y'all liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing these videos, and people subscribing and building our base, building our community of ride lovers, that we got to the point, numbers wise, subscriber wise, that we could be seriously considered for this car. So again, I just want to do an experiment, see how many would be willing to try to help boost this channel, and see if we can actually get a Ford GT on the channel. But yeah, this is it for now. Like I say, not too much to the configurator, not have a lot of details and choices that you can expect. They keep this car pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? It's pretty limited as to what you can do. You can personalize it, but not a whole lot of things that you can add in, like if you were specing a Mustang or F-150 or any other Ford vehicle. But yeah, this thing is looks so good, and again, boosting up the horsepower. Yeah, speaking of horsepower, that's another thing I meant to say. The Mach 2 is going to be 700 plus. So the GT500, of course, is still more bang for your buck because it's what 100,000, and the Mach 2 is 700 plus at 1.2 million. So it's like the GT500 is like a fifth roughly of the cost, and of course has 760 horsepower. And with the Mark II, they said 700 plus, so we don't even know exactly how much that is. There's something to think about, but of course, this is that big money halo, you know, status symbol car. But yeah, I'd be happy with the 647. You know, if we get us a race team, we might try to get a Mark II if it's not too late. But I'm going on now, so let me end this video. Again, let's subscribe. Let's push these videos. Try to get this thing to go viral. See if we can get one of these cars on the channel. But until then, I'll catch y'all later. And thanks for watching.